my fellow wanderers. I am Amy Zellmer and welcome to my channel. I am so happy to have you here. Today is a very exciting day. Today I am officially purchasing my 2019 Mini Winnie. It's a micro mini Winnebago. It's a 19-foot micro mini. Micro meaning it's only 7 feet wide. So super exciting day today. My brother is on his way here to come with me to pick it up, and I will circle back with you later to give you a tour in a future episode, but come hang out with me today as we go do our final walkthrough and take it home. Speaking of taking it home, did you know they just let you drive these things home? They help you hitch it up and say, have fun. So I'm a little terrified, so I'm glad my brother's coming with me. He used to be a truck driver. So this is like no big deal for him, a little 18-footer. But anyway, I'll share some of that journey with you too. So I brought Minnie home. I got zero video of the day at the RV dealer picking her up, except for a short little clip of me signing the paperwork. It was a lot of information to take in, and I kind of had used up all my brain power by the time we left. Just a huge shout out to Forest River RV in Hugo, Minnesota. They have just been outstanding throughout this entire process. Andrew was my sales guy. He was so patient and helpful with me. And then on the day of, Dustin did my walkthrough. He spent a little over an hour with me, answering all my thousands of questions and showing me every little thing on the RV. And then I spent maybe about 45 minutes with Renee finalizing my paperwork, and then I went back with Dustin again, and he showed us how to get my hitch on and off. He had me take it off and put it back on again, hitching up the trailer, and then we brought it home. And my brother took me, we went to the high school parking lot, and because we're not in school yet here in Minnesota, and I spent 2 hours. He had me like back straight up, and then driver's side back in, passenger side back in, you know, all the different ways of backing in so I could get a feel for how it backs up. And then we brought it home and I got it in the driveway. So I got zero footage of any of that for you guys, but I do want to show you my hitch, both the truck and the trailer. Those of you who might be new here, I have a Ford F-150 with the full tow package. So in my vehicle, I've got the trailer brake control, and I have the trailer backup assist, which I haven't used yet. I haven't gotten it set up. I'm waiting for the sticker. You have to put a sticker on your trailer hitch, and then calibrate it. You have to measure the truck and the trailer and everything. So I haven't gotten that set up yet, hopefully very soon, because I've heard it's very helpful, particularly if you were ever to have to back up. Like maybe you go down a half mile or a mile and it's a dead end and there's nowhere to turn around. So I've heard it's very helpful for those situations. So anyway, let's go take a look at the hitch on the back of my truck and on the trailer. All right, so we'll start with my trailer hitch on the truck. And I have a weight distribution hitch that also has the stabilization bars. And so she's pretty big. She's pretty hefty. So I did get a hitch lock, so I can leave this on here, so I don't have to worry about it being stolen. But down here are the little spots where the stabilization bar goes in. And then that is the weight distribution hitch. Now, how a weight distribution hitch works, how I understand it, is when you hitch the trailer on, if you don't have a weight distribution hitch, it can cause the truck, the front end, to lift. It'll push down on the back and lift up on the front. And over time, that can cause damage to your truck suspension. So weight distribution helps lift the weight off the back of your truck so that it's driving level. So that's my understanding. I think I probably oversimplified it, but that's essentially what the weight distribution hitch does. And then now let's walk on over to Minnie, and I'll show you a little bit on her. All right, so we're back here in my pass-through. This is one of the stabilization bars. I can't quite lift it one-handed, so I just kind of want to show it to you in here in the pass-through. But it's an E2 stabilization and weight distribution hitch. This is one of the trunnions that go on. And this is my magical tool that I almost lost. I'll share that story with you later. But this is the tool to help get that onto the hitch. And let's come around up front. So right here is where they hook on, and you can see I had quite a bit of wear just on my short drive home. So they make a nylon pad that you can put on here to reduce wear, and it also helps reduce the clunking noise that you can hear when you're going slowly with the hitch, the trailer on the truck. And then up front here I also have a lock, a ball lock, and so then this fake ball goes in here, and then this lock goes on through the pinhole. And even if they were to cut the cable, they still can't get access because of that ball lock. So no one can drive off with my home. Of course, we've got the chains wrapped up in here and the 7-way cord. And then here is the breakaway cable. And of course, on this side, we have another one of the stabilization arms. And I also have an electric jack here on the front. So in an effort to not lose any of the many parts that come with my hitch, I just have a cute little makeup bag that I had laying around, so I can put the parts and the different pins in my little bag so I don't lose it. And so that's gonna go in here right next to my tool and my stabilization arms. And I just threw one arm in on each side because it made more sense than having to carry one around. And so I also put some WD-40 on all of my hitch parts to keep them lubricated and keep them hopefully from potentially rusting. So that's essentially the hitch, and I promise you that I will get some footage of me putting the hitch on and taking the hitch off, so you can see it's a little bit of work, but it's really not terribly complicated. You know, I can do it, so I know you can do it. But I want to share that with you just so if there's anyone out there, I know like me, I had no idea how a hitch would work, how I would connect the trailer to my truck. And so I just want to share that so that any of you who might need to know how, or want to know how, or curious how, you have that information. So we'll look forward to that footage in the near future. I also went around and WD-40'd all of my keyholes. These holes, it was really, the key didn't turn very well on any of my keyholes. And so I just went around and put a little WD-40 in each of them, put the key in and turned it a couple times. And that's really seemed to help loosen up all of those keyholes. But, you know, based on the condition of this trailer, I don't believe the prior owner used it very much. And so I think in that regard, some of the things have been neglected, like WD-40. We also WD-40'd my front steps. That bottom step flips up, and man, that sucker creaked and was stuck. And it's amazing how a little bit of WD-40 can really help lubricate that and get that moving properly again. And then same with the keyhole on my door. also, like I said, all of the keyholes were just, could tell they haven't been used a lot lately. And I also have to do the window rails on the inside. The windows don't move super smooth, so I'm going to use some dry lube on those, and maybe I'll take you along on that journey with me for anyone who's curious. So as you can see, I made it home with Winnie, no problems. She drives like a champ. You don't even know she's back there. My Ford truck has all the tow package integrations. The tow brakes, the trailer brakes on the camper were great. My brother took me to the high school parking lot, and we practiced, we meaning me, practiced backing her up for a couple hours. He had me back her up straight, back it up right and left, and at first we had a communication problem. But once we learned each other's language, things were fine. Got her home and got her in the driveway. It's a little bit tight out here, so we were a little concerned because she doesn't turn as quickly as a bigger rig does, because she's about 20 feet and my truck's about 20 feet, so they're about equal length. But once we kind of got the hang of it, I got her in. I mean, it only took me a couple tries. I got her in pretty quickly. And so I have been just measuring the cabinets so I can buy some storage containers and such inside, and just slowly getting her ready. And this morning I had a lovely surprise on my doorstep. Somebody sent me these beautiful King Camp chairs. They were on my Amazon wish list. So excited to have these. They're super light. They have a fold-up table on them, and then a little pocket on the side that you can like put your book and your phone and your sunglasses, cup holder, and then there's actually a slot for like your phone and something else on the table. So great chairs. These are gonna get so much love on our journeys. So thank you to whomever sent these to me. I appreciate you so much. And there was no gift receipt with it, but I did find out on Facebook who they were from. So you know who you are, and I thank you very much for the generous gift. And speaking of my Amazon wish list, I have an Amazon wish list where I've just been compiling all the things I need, so I can slowly purchase them. Some of the things, you know, like a Milwaukee impact driver, you know, it's a couple $100, so I can't get that right away, but I know down the road I want it. So my Amazon wish list is where I'm compiling everything. And it's also a place where if you want to help support me on my journey, you are certainly welcome to take a look at it. Additionally, if you are also getting ready for a RV journey, it's a great way for you to see some of the things I'm compiling, and it might give you ideas of what you should start thinking about. And I got to give a big shout out to Keep Your Daydream. I've got my Summer to Remember sweatshirt on, but Mark and Trish are the folks who I found first on YouTube, and there are others that have come along since that I've also been obsessed with, but Keep Your Daydream has been my #1 source for learning all things RV, because this is totally new to me. Those of you who might think that I made this decision on a whim, I did not. This has always been the plan. And the last about 3 years, I have been very actively researching, watching hours and hours and hours of YouTube videos on what I need, how to do things, how to stay safe on the road, how to back up a rig, all of the things. And so I'm excited now to share my journey, to give you some inspiration, whether you are planning to begin an RV adventure, or you just simply want to follow along on my travels and my journey. I appreciate you being here. So please hit the like button, Leave a comment, let me know what kind of content you would love to see from me, and hit the subscribe button so that you receive notifications when I post a new video each week. And hitting the like button helps YouTube with the algorithm so that people can find my channel that aren't already followers. So I appreciate all of you. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.